I'm Rhyhorn, Trainer Steven.
Pokedads, Sean.
And we want to be your Potown heroes, your source for all your budget Pokemon needs. What is up, everybody, and welcome back to Potown Heroes, your source for all your budget Pokemon needs. I'm Rhyhorn, Trainer Steven.
Pokedads, Sean.
And as you can tell with me on this side of the table, we got something you're excited for.
Yeah, Champion Road.
Yes.
Reason why I'm doing it has a lot of my own play style in it.
Yeah, that indeed it does. And even then, this is going to be a good
Father's Day gift.
Yes, indeed.
To the Pokemon format.
Yes, indeed it will. Being a father myself, not sure if you can see my tattoo pretty well from here, but you got me, the Big Daddy Rhyhorn. Then we got my oldest Froakie, my middle Chespin, my youngest Pikachu, and I love being a Pokedad. At least all three of mine love Pokemon, and
he's the dad on Pokemon Fan Club, by the way. So
yes, I am the dad on Pokemon Fan Club. So this one's definitely dedicated to all of the Pokedads out there. Happy Father's Day, and without further ado, we'll jump right into the list.
All right,
let's
get those father puns out.
Yes, let's see what kind of fun stuff you got in plan for us.
Oh, Victory Bell.
So yeah, same as we do for all the other hype videos. We're just gonna jump right into the last line, unless there's something in the pre-evolutions that really pop out, and we start things off with Victory Bell.
Victory Bell, it has a really good ability. Fragrance Trap, flip a coin of heads, choose one of your opponent's bench Pokemon and switch it. So Catcher has an ability.
That's really good, and it doesn't even have to be active.
No. So
that's even better.
It's nice.
And then
Corrosive Acid, two grass colors, 80 damage, flip a coin of heads, they're burned.
There's a lot of coin flips in this, but if you were to run the Victini...
To be fair, though, I'd rather run the older one from Guardians Rising.
Yeah.
That has actually one of the best attacks. The only thing that kept it from really seeing much play was Guzma and Acerola. Yeah. Otherwise, it had a lot of promise for single energy, burn, confuse, and poison.
Yeah.
What can you go wrong with that?
Exactly. And if you were to pair this Victory Bell with it, just to pull whatever targets we need to the active, it definitely wouldn't be a bad idea.
Is this set with the Gyarados, or was that the... it's further down, okay.
Alright.
So, Victory Bell. And the Weaving Bell is probably better than the one from Guardians Rising, though. Yeah, if you have a chance to set up and it's not knocked out prior, you has access to attaching more energy to it.
Exactly. One colorless energy growth, attach up to 2 grass energy from your hand to this Pokemon. So yeah, you just load it up.
But there's a reason why this Victory might be seeing a little bit of play with us, is with the Pokemon further down on the list, it might see a little bit of play with it.
Alright, we'll take a look. Next up, we have Scyther.
Yes, there is a Scizor in the set.
A very good Scizor, but let's take a look at the Scyther real quick.
Twin play. So search a deck for 2 Scythers, put them on the bench.
Yeah, so
3 Scythers now in play.
For 1 energy?
And gives actually Scizor another attack to have access to if you're ever going to play that way.
Exactly. And then 2 colorless energy, agility for 20 damage, flip a coin of heads, prevent all effects, including damage done to this Pokemon during your plus
So if you're running Selby, it gives Scizor 1 more attack to use.
Easily.
Possibly getting immunity for a turn.
Yes, it will. So that Scyther's really good. Even by itself, that Scyther's not bad.
So the reason why we're talking about the Victory Bells is because of Gyarados.
Right here.
For single energy, colorless energy, does 20 plus 50 times conditions on your opponent. That's 170 plus condition damage.
They finally reprinted Ninetales.
I think more of Miasma Valley because same energy.
Well, you remember the one,
the X-Flame?
Yeah, the one that does, 50 times the number of...
like 10 or 20 plus 50 or something like 50 times?
Yeah, the amount of special conditions they had. It's nice that they're actually bringing it back.
They're bringing back a lot of conditions in the set.
Yes, they are.
These last 2, Celestia Storm is full of condition wars again.
Because what does that Victory Bell do? Poison, paralyzed?
Sleep, no. Burn, poison, confusion.
Burn,
for
poison.
A single grass energy.
You could almost pair this with Pavilion to get sleep and poison.
Yeah, and then drop a Salazzle for the remaining condition you're missing.
Yeah, I mean, that'll be easy enough right there.
And yes, To be fair, we're losing Devilution Spray, and Super Scoop Up is pretty much a 50-50 coin flip version of it. It's the best we got, so...
And even then, it only does it for a grass energy. Oh, wait, no, hold on. That's for a colorless energy.
For grass, you can force opponent up to...
Your opponent's active Pokemon is now asleep in poison. Before applying this effect, you may choose one of your opponent's bench and switch it to their active.
Yeah.
The active is now asleep in poison.
So you choose a Pokemon and trap it.
Yeah, that's going to be really fun.
Or you can just do the defending.
That's going to be really, really fun.
The Spinarak does play off the Ariados.
Yes,
Stun
indeed.
poison. It has paralysis and poison. So you're already already a third of the way there. Coming back to your turn.
Oh yeah. So you'll definitely be trapped in the spider's web.
Ha ha ha! I see what you did there.
All right. So next up, we've got Cacturn. This one's.
I like the ability. The attack is a little bit lackluster for the energy cost it requires.
All right. So the ability, Poison Payback. If this Pokemon is your active and is damaged by an attack, even if it's knocked out, the attacking Pokemon is now poisoned.
So Poison Barb.
Yeah, that's not bad.
But the attack's a little lackluster, but it's Feint Attack for 50.
Yeah, 3 colorless, a Feint Attack, choose one of your opponent's Pokemon, does 50 damage to that Pokemon. Isn't affected by weakness, resistance, or any other effect.
Yeah.
So that's not bad. It definitely could be better though.
It would be a pre-release champion, probably not much outside of that.
Yeah.
The Cacnea does share its ability, which will probably see more play than it with the older Cacturn.
Oh yeah, easily. The Hunt one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll definitely see.
Sky Pillar is actually really good.
So next up, Bacargo.
Spiritual Reprint of Bacargo. Search your deck for a card, shuffle your deck, and put that card on top.
Yeah, that's good.
What is coming out in the same set? Acrobike?
Yeah, Acrobike can't. Yeah, it's coming out of Celestial Storm.
So you look at the top 2 cards, pick a card you want. So now you have to choose between the card you just wanted or the next card, and
yeah, that's gonna be like really, really fun.
So Acrobike and Macario is basically half of a Zoroark Mallow, Mallow.
Oh yeah, easily. I mean, you stack the deck, get everything you want up top. Yeah, that's gonna be really fun, especially for trade and all that other stuff.
Oh yeah, Macargo's gonna be nice. I don't know. Do you see this? I can see seeing some play.
Although now with summer coming around, I wish I had my cargo shorts.
Ah.
All right, so next up we have Blaziken. Wait, didn't we just talk about Blaziken?
Yeah, but this is the baby chicken.
All right, so let's see what this baby chicken does. Ability fire, or it's 150 HP fire. That's stage 2. Fire starter. Once during your turn, you may attach a fire energy from your discard to one of your bench Pokemon.
Do you remember the last Pokemon with that ability? It actually has fire starter as its ability.
Wasn't
Typhlosion Prime.
Yeah.
But it did a damage counter.
Yeah, that's.
And I don't remember if it was from deck or discard though.
And then let's see. Fire and 2 colorless. Fire stream for 90. Discard a fire energy attached to this Pokemon, and does 20 damage to each of your opponent's bench Pokemon.
So 90 plus damage spread.
That's not bad.
How much damage was the GX doing? 210.
I think so.
You kick twice with this. You put everything within range.
Yeah, easily.
Without weakness.
All right, and looks like our first GX from the set
Articuno.
is Articuno.
The ability is a repeat of Tapu Koko GX.
Yep.
We can play it from your hand and then switch it with your active, and then drag as many water energies to it as you want.
So yeah, it pretty much is a water Coco. Once during your turn, play this from your bench. Yeah, it's a water Coco with as many water energy to this Pokemon. With water getting as big of a boost as it is with Celestial, or not Celestial Storm, but actually, yeah, even Celestial Storm.
There's a lot of water in Celestial Storm. The only downside is weak to metal, which metal's having a resurgence. Plus, shortly after this, there'll be a new Solgaleo, which will be really changing a lot of the meta. You don't know how much of the change will be.
Oh, yeah. And even then, this GX looks hilarious. But 2 water and a colorless. Ice Wing for 130. That's not bad.
This is now, right now, the 4th Pokemon to have 130 damage attack?
I think so.
Well, that that 120 that everybody's talking about.
Yeah, that now is
Now
that
130 is no longer safe.
pretty much. And now a water for its GX, 1 water energy. Cold Crush GX. Discard all energy from both active Pokemon.
So 1 energy on Articuno, 3-4 energy on, like, say, Gardevoir.
Yep.
Bye.
Easily.
All the energy.
Lele. Garchomp, especially if they're running a lot of the special energies, just gone.
You're gonna need it.
So yeah, that's definitely gonna be a good GX.
Oh.
Yeah, it's gonna flush all the energy. Just
literally. Oh.
All right.
That's cool.
So next up we have the Fraligator line.
Why couldn't that Totodile be an exact reprint? There's only one thing on it that makes it not an exact reprint.
Which
Leer.
On the Totodile, yeah.
I think the original had 50 hit points, but
still 60 HP. It's not bad. But let's check out this Fraligator. Ability Downpour. As often as you like during your turn, you may discard a water energy from your hand. Wait.
That's half of what Steven likes to do.
Okay, what's the payoff? 2 water. Riptide, 10 damage. This attack does 20 more damage for each water energy in your discard. There's the punchline. Then shuffle all water energy cards from your discard into your deck. That is really, really good.
Yes. Wait, that's a self-milling card.
Yeah.
And puts energy back in their deck.
Uh-huh.
Have fun.
Yeah.
Especially when a Crocodile, you can... Well, actually, Crocodile... You need to find a different Pokemon that can help get it there faster.
Yeah, I mean, being able to get... See, so as often as you like during your turn... So you could essentially have, like, 2 or 3 on the bench, put 3 in, rush it in with, like, Aqua
fair,
Patch.
you only need 1. I just wish there was another Fraligator that can help it. Or another card that can help it.
Wait,
You just had to get energy in the discard. Regardless.
I think I know how to do that.
Check back later when this thing comes out.
Yeah, we'll definitely come back.
How are you gonna run this Fraligator?
Oh, I think I got an idea. I'll just need to look at the cards we have, but I think I have an idea. See you later, Fraligator.
Ha 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 ha.
Ludicolo, Ludicolo. Let's see how awesome this Ludicolo is. For like a derpy Pokemon, I have to admit this is just like a fun card.
You mean the tankiness Ludicolo is?
Well, just the fact that even in the show, all it does is just Ludicolo, 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 Ludicolo.
It doesn't lose that rhythm.
No, it doesn't. All right, so let's 140 HP, stage 2. Definitely not bad. Ability Swing Dance. Once during your turn, you may draw a card.
For each Ludicolo.
It's not bad.
That's 2 to 4 cards you're probably using.
Yeah. So using its ability, unless you're running the deck itself, it's not going to be that beneficial to you. But let's see.
Remember that Macargo? There was an old classic deck that had Ludicolo, Macargo, and the Sableye from the set as in the same deck. So what if Macargo puts the top of the deck, a card you want? You just draw that card.
Yeah, that would definitely work.
To be fair, Macargo will take up bench space, but they count towards his down attack.
And then Circular Steps, 70 plus, or a water and 2 colorless, 70 damage and 10 more damage for each of your Pokemon in play.
So
excluding this Pokemon, so
that's 11.
That's 11 plus 50.
That's 11 Pokemon on the field max. That's 180
for each Pokemon to play. Okay,
excluding itself.
So that's
70 plus 10,
11.
11.
110.
180.
That's not bad.
Choice Band 210.
That almost hits.
Assuming a max bench.
That actually would hit harder than like Zoroark, because Zoroark would only be able to do like 120. This is doing like almost double, almost.
With Choice Band, it's hitting Lucario, Zoroark back for one shot. So
oh yeah, and lightning weakness.
It misses the one shot, and you one shot it back.
Oh yeah, easily.
And what Zoroark deck doesn't play a max bench? So long as you have a max bench choice band, you're one-shotting.
Yeah, easily.
And if you don't have it, guess what? You got Macargo on the bench. Put it on top. Go grab it. Put it on the Ludicolo. There you go. Solved your problem.
So yeah, that's going to be really, really fun. Everyone's going to go Ludicolo for this.
I think people's first decks are going to be rebuilding Ludicolo Macargo.
Oh yeah, that's definitely going to be the first thing done. Next up, we have Electro GX. I know your brother's like really excited about this card, and I can really see why now.
The ability is a powerful ability. There's a reason, but there has to be a drawback to its ability. What is its ability?
All right, so it's a 190 HP stage 1, which is actually really good. Its ability, extra energy bomber. Ooh, I hope they keep that energy or that name. Once during your turn before you attack, you may discard this Pokemon and all cards attached to it. This counts as knocking out this Pokemon. If you do, search your discard for 5 energy cards and attach them to your Pokemon any way you like. Oh my god.
That's great. And you know what we just discovered with this? Well, we didn't just discover, but you pop an Electrode, all your Beast Rings are now active.
Buzzwole just got stronger.
Not just Buzzwole. Anything that says Beast Energy across the top.
Yeah, this is Ultra Beast.
Remember what we're trying to build post-rotation?
Turtonator.
Yes. So you got a third time to use its attack on one.
And with almost anything that requires a ton of energy, just pop this off. They take 2 prizes, you get 5 energy.
To be fair, there was one thing my brother was missing about Electrode.
What?
It's GX attack.
Okay, wait, hold on. So for a lightning and a colorless, does 50 damage, okay. And then a lightning and a colorless, crash and burn. 30 damage, plus you may discard as many energy as you like, attach to your Pokemon and play. If you do, it does 50 damage times each energy discarded this way. Yes.
4 energy, you're at 230.
Yes.
So, my brother was battling me, and he decided to let the game prolong longer. He still won. He could have ended the game a lot sooner if he paid attention to his GX attack.
Yeah. I mean, even if you just use the ability, it's good. But why when you can just accelerate?
Blow up, and then if it's about to get knocked out,
blow it up.
I'm not worried about having weakness to Buzzwole, because Buzzwole with Choice Band one-shots it anyways.
Exactly.
Regardless of weakness.
Yeah.
So, yes, it'd probably Gem Punch it and open up for the next attack, but still.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about having weakness. If it misses, I pop it.
Exactly. And Electrode is definitely going to explode the meta.
Pop it. I mean, I could just put all the energy I just wasted off of it back to the field after it gets knocked out. Oh, wait. It's still my turn.
Yeah.
So basically, I let Buzzwole stay around if I want to.
Curiosity. And then you can put the energy anywhere, right? Hold on.
Anywhere you want. It better be anywhere you want. For as strong as the ability is and the cost of knocking it out is.
Necrozma or Ultra Necrozma might have just gotten a boost from this.
So long as it's plus 1 lightning energy. You know how much volume?
It wouldn't even need the lightning energy.
Well,
just literally run it as is.
What's happening to Volkner right now? It's going to be replacing Skyla.
Yeah.
And Steven and Volkner are replacing Skyla. And you're always missing that lightning energy to attach.
For the GX, yeah.
So you just go tag in 1 or 2 lightning energy for Volkner, attach 1 to Electrode.
Yeah.
On top of the one you just attached from Malamar, pop it, extract all energy from the discard.
Yeah, this deck is definitely, or this card is definitely going to explode in the meta. It's just a matter of how big the crater is going to be.
I mean, its signature move is Explosion, so...
All right, well, let's shine a little light here on Lantern and see what this card does. Let's see. 110 HP, stage 1. I wish it was higher, but you can't complain. Ability. You can use this ability once, each time one of your Pokemon is knocked out from damage from your opponent's attack. choose a basic energy card attached to the knocked out Pokemon and move it to this Pokemon.
So you, per each lantern, that's one less energy that's being wasted from the field.
So it's essentially an experience share?
Each ability is an experience share for each lantern.
That's not bad.
Raichu could just keep the energy on the field and just attach DC to it afterwards.
Alright, use this ability once each time one of your Pokemon's knocked out. So they have to get knocked out.
One lantern gets one energy. Another lantern gets another energy. Another lantern gets see where I'm going with this?
Yeah, easily. And then 2 lightning and a colorless. Lightning strike for 70, and discard all lightning from this Pokemon. If you do, this attack does 70 more.
It's just going to be there for storing energy.
Honestly?
And attack when needed.
I actually might be able to build something with Lantern. And have it light my way to victory.
Ha! 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 That's so funny.
I know. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have Mr. Mime.
The odd one is going to be a promo.
The odd one's going to be a promo?
Yes, it's the opposite of this one. Only ability though.
All right, so 150 HP basic. Ability, Magic Evens. If this Pokemon would be damaged by an attack, prevent that attack's damage done to this Pokemon if that damage is 20, 40, 60, 80, all the evens up to 260.
You know what's funny? They didn't put ... behind 260.
No, they didn't. So
Charger, if some people play it, Charger gonna go, oh, I'm hitting for 300. Congrats.
I'm hitting for 280. I'm hitting for 360. Yeah. No weakness, no resistance is actually pretty good.
That'd be a positive. And to be fair, how many weaknesses does it really have in the video game?
Oh, and it only protects this Pokemon from even.
If it did it for the field, they would be banned.
Oh yeah, easily.
Actually, I don't think they'd be created if that were the case.
That's also true. So let's see what its actual attacks are. A Psychic and a Colorless Breakdown. Count the number of cards in your opponent's hand. Put that many damage counters on your opponent's active Pokemon.
We'll come back with you on that one.
Yeah, we'll have to see how that works, because
we'll see how good item lock and supporter locks happen later.
But with Cynthia and How and everything else,
How when I use limitation
and even Judge, the most you're doing is maybe 60.
What
anywhere
if
from
I
like
use
40.
Limitation? All you can do is discard the items.
Maybe. I mean, we'll have to find a way to maximize the damage. And then
it could make a nice feint to use Trevenant or not Trevenant or Trash.
Yeah. And then for 1 colorless energy, Life Trick GX, heal all damage from this Pokemon.
That's fun.
So that's not bad. And then you said the odd one has the same exact attacks. The only difference is it does
the ability is 10, 30.
10, 30, 50, blah, blah, blah. All the odd ones.
I think it maxed at 250 or 270, but Charger, that's like, congrats, I hit for 300.
Yeah, I hit even harder.
Don't ignore me!
All right. So, yeah, Mr. Mime is...
we don't know which one's going to be teched more. I think the odd one might because of the...
I have a feeling both are going to get teched, but only one's going to hit the field.
We need Ninja Boy reprint.
We need Ninja Boy reprint. But yeah, that's... Mr. Mime is definitely going to bring some shenanigans to the party, especially his doppelganger. And then next up... Let's try to swallow what Swalot's given us. We've got
Amnesia,
120 HP stage 1, 1 colorless, Amnesia, 30 damage. Choose one of your opponent's active Pokemon's attacks. It can't use that attack during the opponent's next turn.
To be fair, 2 shots of Buzzwole.
Easily. First turn.
Spend 120. Can't use Jet Punch.
Yep.
Or you can't use Knuckle Punch.
If we know it's going to get knocked out with a Knuckle Punch. So the most it can do is 30, and even then 60.
Or waste its absorption on it just to get a one-shot.
So we'd be doing 90, 120 with weakness? Mm-hmm. No, hold on. 30,
60, and then double.
Yep, 120.
Well, not including use like Choice or Kukui and just miss it by that much.
Yeah. And then
miss it by 30 damage.
And then for a Psychic and 2 colorless, swallow up 40 damage before doing damage. If your opponent's active has fewer remaining HP than this Pokemon, it does 80 more damage.
So assuming your puzzle couldn't attack, you just finish it off. I'm just saying Buzzwole because that's right
As
now.
long as they have fewer HP than you.
Yeah. So you just hit it for 120, and now it has less hit points than you. You're one-shotting it.
Yeah. Yeah, easily.
I'm saying Buzzwole because right now Buzzwole is used to counter Zoroark, and now everything's trying to counter Buzzwole. So, yeah, that's why I'm going to say Buzzwole counter.
Yeah, well, this thing
Might be a little on the slow side for a Buzzwole counter, but you never know.
Yeah, well, this thing's definitely going to gulp in and swallow out a lot of Buzzwoles coming up.
Ha, 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 ha.
All right, so now we've got Lunatone and Solrock. So let's look at the Lunatone first. 80 damage.
These came out a little.
Or sorry, 80 HP, basic. Soul Shade. As long as you have a Solrock in play, each player's
Fire Pokemon have no abilities. EX and GX. Excluding EX and GX.
So
well, fine. The only ones that have them are leaving the format.
Well, this would shut down Delphox. This would shut down Infernape.
Shut down Charizard's super ability. So
yeah, it would shut down a lot of those abilities. So if Fire ends up taking over, this Lunatone is definitely going to be the answer to that.
To be fair, of all the Fire Pokemon we had in there, all the ones that had abilities were the non-EX and GX.
This would shut down Macargo.
Yeah. But that's... yeah.
And then a Psychic Energy, Psyshock for 10 damage. Flip a coin if heads, they're now paralyzed. That's not bad. Paralysis can win games. You're not going to do a lot of damage against, say, a Buzzwole, but against fighting decks or fire decks, this will definitely shut it down. And then next up, ooh, it looks like it's going to be focused around the Lunatone. Because Solrock has 90 HP.
Each of your Lunatones have 130 instead.
Yeah, so that's really...
I just wish they had better attacks.
I really do, because I don't think there ever has been like a really good Solrock and Lunatone, except for the Premonition.
Actually, we've had good ones. One was usually good, the other one usually was just there for bench space. We've never really ever had two that were good in the same set.
Yeah, and it looks like that's not the case.
This would be really nice paired with the one from, what is it, Plasma Freeze? The one that actually...
Look at the top two cards.
Yeah, look at the top two cards, and that's probably the best Lunatone we've had in a while. The last one would have been nice, but it required a Solrock being on the bench. This one with the anti-healing could be a thing.
Maybe.
Because you're making all your Lunatones 130 hit points.
Yeah, that might work. And then for one colorless, Scorching Light, flip a coin. If heads, the active is now paralyzed. If tails, the active is now burned. So that's still not a bad attack.
I can see this being played in Infernape.
Or even Ariados. Something where static effect.
Ariados, Infernape, where burn means something. So you're either paralyzing or hitting it for 60.
Exactly. So this can definitely come up with some form of shenanigans. To be fair,
I don't know. Just we need to double check that Lunatone from was it Burning Shadows or whatnot?
Yeah.
Double check if it says just damage, if it's meant just healing in general. Because wouldn't healing a condition be considered healing?
I think so. So we'll put the Lunatone side by side, and who knows, maybe that could come an idea. So editor, definitely drop the Lunatone from Burning Shadows,
Crimson Invasion, one of the two.
Yeah, we'll help you find it. But that might be a good deck idea.
Heads, you paralyze them. Tails, you hit it for 60. I like it. Assuming it's running around with Infinite.
Oh yeah, easily. So next up on the line, we have Bayonet GX. And this thing is going to be...
You can move a damage counter around per Bayonet.
Mm-hmm.
So every now and again, you're missing that 1 or 2 damage counters from the one shot.
Easily. And
damage left on your field, you just put on your opponent's active Pokemon. Or you move it from, like, say, their bench Drampa onto the Drampa in the active, so you can one-shot.
Yep, so let's break it down. It's got 190 HP, stage 1. Definitely can't go wrong. Its ability, Shadowy Move. Once during your turn before your attack, if it's your active, you may move 1 damage counter from each player's Pokemon to another Pokemon.
Or what if you're missing damage because of resistance?
Yep.
Just pop 2 onto, like, say, Zoroark, so you can Well, this won't get the one shot, but let's say you're missing that 20 damage from one shot.
From each player's Pokemon onto another
Once per
Pokemon.
turn, you can move one damage from one Pokemon to another on the field.
No, from each player's Pokemon to another Pokemon.
That's stronger than it looked.
So you could essentially Coco a full bench of 5, move each of those, move 50 from the bench to the active.
You can move up to 6 damage counters at a time.
Yeah.
Actually,
Although why would you move damage counters from one that you're going to be putting damage counters on?
just to cover damage.
But it's not going anywhere.
Well, you're going to knock it out anyways.
Okay. Well, either way...
That ability's stronger than it looks.
Yeah, we'll have to see if the English translation keeps it or works it a little better, but being able to Coco move 5, move 5.
Is that moving up to 6 or is it moving up to 12? We need it up to 11 because you're moving it to one Pokemon.
Right. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is your active, you may move 1 damage counter from either player's Pokemon to another Pokemon, yours or your opponent's.
From the sound of that,
from either player's Pokemon to another. Okay, so
yeah, 1 damage.
Okay, so now it can be you put 10 onto a GX, let's move it onto whatever yours is. Okay, so that's now we just need
from either. No, not from each year.
Yeah, you may move 1 damage counter from either player's Pokemon to another Pokemon, yours or your opponent's.
1 at a time.
One at a time. Yep. But it has to be active. So it's still
RTC.
Yep. Sometimes you just gotta do it. And then for 1 psychic energy, Shadow Chant, 30 damage, and if it does 10 more,
30.
and then this attack does 10 more damage for each supporter in your discard pile. You can't add more than 100 damage this way. Why are you putting a cap on us?
Because a single psychic energy, because they know this is a supporter-heavy format.
Oh, but they did that with Executor too.
You know how many decks right now would love it with all these draw 3, discard 1 card. That's 1 supporter gone. Draw 3 more.
Okay, touche. Plus, actually playing.
I just put 2 more. Does anybody remember the Chandelure that had a good attack, just couldn't get it going fast enough?
It's pretty much.
How about 50 more hit points? Stage 1 single energy attack versus 2.
Yeah. And then it's GX attack, 1 psychic, Tomb Hunter GX. Put 3 cards from your discard pile into your hand.
It's a stage-wise GX attack. That's a single psychic energy.
That's really good.
If it's about to die, pick resources out. If it's not, well, if it's early game, get 3 resources out you need.
Oh yeah, you definitely can't go wrong.
Very situational, but you never know when you need 3 cards to sustain the game.
All right, so now let's get to some fighting Pokemon.
And I'll take over the fighting.
Yep, and this one's certainly unexpected.
Oh, Onyx. Right. It has Rage. 10 plus 10 more for each damage counter. Rage and Flail.
Just break down the card.
First attack, it does Screech. If any Pokemon takes 20 more damage. After applying weakness resistance. Why not before? Fine. So Rage does 10 plus 10 more. So 100 damage even. So it can do 120, assuming you set up Screech the turn before.
Except that's not what you're going to do with it. You're going to do more with it. I know you're going to do more with it. You're going to make that thing a powerhouse.
100 damage is nice, but unless your opponent's Zoroark, this really doesn't do much.
No, but you ought to...
We'll get to it when we get there, because there's another Pokemon that's going to be loving. Vampy?
I'm taking away your Celebes, just so you can't do that.
Should we call it for the Walsey? Being that this is his favorite Pokemon? Second favorite Pokemon? Or favorite Pokemon, I forget. It's one of his favorite Pokemon, one of 2. How about that?
Yeah.
Should we capture him in with this one?
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
he just got his first kid. He's a father now, so...
Yep, so happy Father's Day to you again, Wasi. And again, thank you
We're going to showcase Vampy and Down Fan. I myself did play Donphan Prime back in the heyday of Donphan Prime.
Yep, and obviously Donphan's always been a fun fighting Pokemon
Even
to work
then,
with.
it did a lot of flailing too.
It did. And if anything, with how awesome it is, you can just call us Donphans just because of how awesome you are with all your content. But let's keep going.
So, Donphan. Donphan ran into a similar thing as the Medicham. It wouldn't have been as possible without a good
Oh my
Phanpy.
god, not another flailer.
So, Phanpy has Endure. If heads, its hit points are now 10 instead of knocked out.
I'm taking away your Celebies.
So,
I'm taking away your
Flail
Muscle
now
Ball.
swings 120 for 1 energy. Anything weak does 1 shot. And I don't know of any 250 hit point GX Pokemon that need to be two-shotted that are weak to him at this moment in time.
Nope.
Actually, I think the highest one is 210 right now. And it comes with Rapid Spin, so if you don't like the defending Pokemon, you can just punch it and run away.
Yeah.
So Flail and Rapid Spin.
And plus Hustle Belt and everything else, you're not hitting
Hustle
for
Belt.
one.
So you're saying I'm not just swinging for 120? I can actually swing for 180?
Why does Flail have to be your thing? And why does the set have to be nothing but Flail?
Because Flail is actually one of the hardest archetypes to actually get to work. But when it does, it leaves your opponent flabbergasted.
You could say it leaves them flailing.
And I watch the rage on their face when they get hit by Flail. All rage.
I'm stealing your Celebi, so you can't build this deck.
Oh, darn.
So next up, we have Lavatar and Pupitar. So that means there's a T-Tar in this set.
And I like the Pupitar. I actually like the Pupitar more than the Tyranitar. Sad that I'm a Tyranitar fan.
All right, so let's take a look at what this Pupitar does. It's an 80 HP fighting, stage 1, double colorless. It does Skull Bash for 20.
That's not the attack I want.
That's not bad. Two fighting energy, Dust Devil. This attack does 20 damage to each of your Pokemon in play that isn't fighting.
To each Pokemon in play that isn't fighting. So unless you're up against Buzzwole or another fighting deck, this damage spreads for 2 energy. Yes, it's not Coco, but it still has a single energy retreat. So it's a board away from free retreat.
Yeah, pretty much.
While we're at it, might as well go down to the Tyranitar.
Yeah, we'll look at the T-Tar and then we'll go back to the Sneasel.
Tyranitar. This is very... If you're someone who likes gambling, this is your card.
All right, so it's got 170 HP, Dark Pokemon, Stage 2. Where is it? Okay, let's actually set it up so you can read with us. 3 colorless energy. Slam, 60 damage. Flip 2 coins. This attack does 60 damage times the number of heads. Flip teeny.
Yeah.
That's
to make sure you at least get 1.
You're at least getting 60, if not 120.
120, if you can get both heads, is incredible for 3 energy, but it's not that attack I want. For 1 more energy, I'm assuming you're not going to be using much double colorless.
Yep.
Because you're going to start as fighting, and you're going to work up to dark. So you're probably going to be running dark and fighting heavy.
Yeah, easily. And now it's big attack. 2 dark, 2 colorless. Trample. 120 damage.
For each bench Pokemon in play, flip a coin. If heads, is 60 to that Pokemon.
Well, 60 to the opponent's side because I'm running Sky Pillar.
I think it isn't Sky. We had to double check Sky Pillar. I think it's any so long as it's your opponent's effect.
Oh, that's right. It's just all it doesn't affect bench. Period.
But for the short amount of time that Mr. Mime exists, you can shield your bench.
Yeah, easily. Because it only does.
And I kind of predict it might see a return, but we don't know yet.
Maybe.
Only in Fairy Rise will tell.
So this could lead to a lot of shenanigans. 120, you might be able to snipe out a lot of their bench, especially maybe Aegislash just to double all the counters.
But if you like to gamble, this is your card.
Yes, indeed.
I will have to try to play it once because Tyranitar's my favorite. So
speaking of gambling, you got to go with the card that started it all. Sneasel.
Yeah, this is the one that's been reprinted twice. When it was banned, its original one was banned.
Yeah, this is the one that was banned, ladies and gentlemen, way back in the day. Because back in the day, dark energy wasn't a basic energy. It was a special energy, which all dark Pokemon did
10 more for each one. So it did plus 20. And I think it was said before. So it was doing 40. I think something along the lines of doing 40 times 20 times.
Well, it was 50 plus. Let's see, hold on.
Beat up.
Yeah, beat up. Flip a coin for each Pokemon in each of your Pokemon in play. It does 30 damage times the number of heads. It was doing 50 times the number of heads. Which,
if it was doing 50, it was banned. If it was doing 40 plus 20 times, it didn't take much because that half of it, that's one-shotting most Pokemon.
Yeah, but
at the time.
But now, dark is a basic energy,
and now that power creep has been a thing. Sneasel's kind of lackluster.
Yeah, now people are like, how was this card banned? Well, back in the heyday, this was like a powerful card. But now for one colorless, Furious Swipes, 10 damage, and flip 3 coins. It does 10 damage times the number of heads. Victini.
It's alright.
And then 2 dark energy, beat up.
I'll probably use Victini more for this second attack.
Oh yeah, flip a coin for each Pokemon, each of your Pokemon in play. It does 30 times the number of heads. That's definitely not bad.
Up to 180 damage for 2 energy.
Easily.
Average would be 90, so not bad for 2 energy.
Then next up, we got Sableye. I wish it was the one from Diamond Pearl, because that one was really good.
Yeah.
But 70 HP Dark Basic, definitely can't go wrong. And then Excavate. Once during your turn, you may look at the top card of your deck, put that card on top of your deck, or discard that card. An energy you need to speed things up, discard. And an item that you need, draw it.
And if you're running stuff like self-mill, then mill the card you want. Use Macargo, put the card you want to mill on top, mill it off.
Yep.
Go for the next card.
Exactly.
Or even Acrobike.
And then even this is going to get really disruptive quick.
No weakness, 70 damage, 70 hit points, and it can actually prevent an opponent from attacking.
Yep, because a colorless energy, disable, 10 damage, choose one of your opponent's active Pokemon's attacks. That Pokemon can't use that attack during your next turn. Knuckle Impact? Nope. Jet Punch? Nope. Photon Geyser? Nope.
It sucks that they only have one attack. You've already used their GX attack.
Yep. And now,
Steelix. What makes this Steelix so special is its high hit point total. Only losing to Wailords.
Yep, 190 HP. Definitely can't go wrong.
Remember that Onyx from before? Having
don't remind me.
No, I didn't have Flail. I had Rage.
Don't remind me. What shenanigans?
So with Shining Celebi, this thing has a potential 190 damage on its own without help.
And then Hustle Belt.
And Hustle Belt, I'm hitting 250, so long as I'm at 180 damage out of 190.
I'm stealing your Celebes. I'm stealing your.
You know what the funny part
Hustle
is?
Belts.
Pokemon made it possible by producing a frying pan that basically made him harder to hit. Oh, and he has no weakness, so Field Bore is the only way you're going to really get damage on him.
Yep.
While he's swinging at 120 prior.
Yep. Let's go through his other attacks though, real quick.
Tackle, double cost, 30. But because you're probably running mixed fighting, you're not going to be running this for tackle. Or
no, you're not.
You're not going to be running double cost as much.
Nope.
Maybe late game, but not early game.
And then a metal and double colorless. It does 80 damage. Flip a coin. If heads, this attack does 40 more damage. It's not bad.
It's one-shotting Guardy.
But
coin flip.
But with Celebi Rage.
Rage, yeah. It's all the rage. Speaking of rage, I kind of have to run this next card too because it does run in a similar fashion.
You and your rage shenanigans.
I just hyped up something here at our local league, and it might actually see a lot of play.
All right, break it down.
So as long as this Pokemon has 100 hit points or less, this Pokemon's attacks do 80 more damage to the active Pokemon before applying weakness resistance. So bye-bye Gardevoir.
So that's a plus 160.
Steel Wing does 80. It reduces damage by 30 for metal colorless energy.
Not bad.
So 160, reducing 30. Frying Pan reducing 30 more. So the one-shotting factor of Scizor is incredible. You basically had to be charged at this point, post-rotation, to even get close to this.
And even if it does end up getting hit to that 100 HP or less threshold.
You also remember that attack on Scyther, right? Agility?
Yep.
If you're running Sylvie, you have access to be immune half the time. If you need, like, one more turn, and you know you're good at coin flips. So, immunity, reducing damage by 60. If you can get yourself within 180 out of 210.
Yeah, so Scizor is definitely going to be cutting through the competition.
So, Magearna, change off belt, their pan, put on belt. I'm now one-shotting the meta with a 2-energy attack. I only need crosscut if I need to destroy something. Scizor is gonna be a problem.
Yeah, you play this against...
I just basically gave away a deck. If I don't see it at the next regionals, I'll go.
Yeah.
And I never go.
Yeah, don't play this deck against me because Scizor will see the scissors.
It is the scissors.
All right, so next up we have Mawile. That's a lot of text. All right, so what does it do? It's a 70 HP basic colorless mining. Search your deck for a trainer card, reveal it, put it into your hand. If that card is a tool card, you may attach it to one of your Pokemon instead.
It's all right.
That's not bad. And then, actually, wait, hold on. Bursting Balloon, Poison Barb.
Barb is essentially the new Bursting Balloon.
Or even...
Post Bursting Balloon times.
Or even Frying Pan.
Yeah.
Hustle Belt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we can come up with some shenanigans with it.
And then its attack is not all that great. It's good if your opponent is running things weak to it.
Oh, attach it to one of your Pokemon instead. So in theory, you could, if we had a Medicham on the bench and we're just waiting for the belt, look for the belt, attach the belt. This thing gets knocked out, we lose a prize, but we got the revenge.
Assuming your opponent doesn't just say, "Oh, that's cute, Guzma."
Yep.
Or just pokes it for 30.
Exactly.
How many Pokemon can it poke for 30?
A lot of them are 20, but a lot of stuff in this set has been 30. So, all right. So now a metal and a colorless bite off, 20 damage, and if your opponent's active as a GX or EX, it does 30 more. So 50 for 2. That's not too bad.
Choice Band, you're scaring Glaceon and Sylveon, but
that's really about it.
Yeah.
Although this mining, I mean,
that's assuming they let it live past the first turn.
Yeah, this actually is a pretty good attack. Something that comes from my wildest dreams.
Well, to be fair, if the meta slows down as much as it's supposing it's going to, it might see some budget play, but
there's shenanigans with Mawile. I know there's shenanigans there. It's just a matter of...
And to be fair, outside of Registeel, it's pretty much our only basic fairy metal weak basic GX counter. So it doesn't hit him as hard as you would like, but...
Yeah, but something tells me that single colorless, the mining, that there's going to be shenanigans with that card. So don't count it out yet. All right, so next up we have Cliff Jumper GX. Sorry, Salamence GX. So let's boot.
Oh, you mean Cliff Jumper? You mean the bag on? That's why he has. Salamence GX. Retreat cost of all your opponent's Pokemon are now.
Oh wait, 250. That's
250 hit points.
That's actually pretty
massive.
That is really high. Even beats Metagross. Stage 2.
Metagross is tied. They're all tied.
Well, it's tied. And now, Dragon Lift. The retreat cost of each of your Pokemon, excluding EX and GX, is 0.
So everything else in the deck, besides itself, has free retreat. Has this stopped many Pokemon before? Especially when you got another one coming in the same set that basically has Lysander as ability.
Yeah.
When it's active. So Guzma, Escape Rope actually use ability, and you don't have to waste your supporter for the turn.
We pretty much could
You're
run.
basically having an Escape Rope deck instead of a Guzma deck.
Well, no, each of your Pokemon. So stuff with like four retreat is now 0.
Yeah.
So
the other Salamence.
Yeah, the other Salamence, Dragonite. There's a lot of stuff.
Baby Dragonite.
There's a lot of stuff that just got a huge boost. So now a fire, water, 2 colorless. Bright Flame, 200 damage, and discard 2 energy from this Pokemon.
To be fair, I think water will probably be the strongest
way to run it. Yeah.
And plus it'll give Quagsire a free retreat, which is probably the only thing holding it back.
Or even Electrode, since you can just load 5.
Yes.
Boom, you're not hitting for 200 once you get this out. And now it's GX. A fire and 2 colorless, Jet Flame GX. It does 120 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon.
Yeah, it's alright.
So it just snipes it out.
And we're losing a lot of relevant Pokemon that it could hit for 120. Garb's rotate the Garb's rotating. It could have poked. Then again, it could put stuff within range too. So
yeah. So this is
or finish off that Pokemon that just ran away to the bench. Just go poke it.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be attack. I don't see a lot of people going for the attack.
The other one attacking more.
Yes, this one's definitely going to be attack.
The other one's going to be the main attacker. This is going to be the Obliterator.
Yep.
And the one that carries the ability.
All right.
Kangaskhan.
So next up is Kangaskhan.
I am pretty sure this one will not see play much outside of pre-releases or extreme budget decks.
Yeah, there's the starters.
I predict everybody's going to have one and be sick of it by the time pre-release they're done.
Pretty much. Ooh, excuse me. So, Kangaskhan, 120 HP basic, not bad. 1 colorless, fetch, draw a card. Pretty basic. Yeah, just draw a card for 1.
Top 3?
And then
2
colorless, headbutt, 30 damage. Could be doing better. And then 3 colorless, 1-2 punch, 60 damage, flip a coin. If heads, it does 30 more. So 3 energy to do 90.
I can't see this going very far.
No.
The fetch could have been, I would have loved that fetch be like 2 or 3 cards.
Yeah. Remember when Mega Kangaskhan...
Preferably 3.
Remember when Kangaskhan and Mega Kangaskhan used to just destroy the... It was actually a pretty good meta deck for a while?
Yes.
Yeah. What happened?
Dunsparce. The replacement of Bridget.
The replacement of Bridget. All right, so it's got 50 HP. It's a 50 HP basic. It's kind of low, but
don't let its hit points fool you.
No.
We used to have a going first wins format. This will probably be one of those that goes second always. If it gets the coin flip.
So, a colorless energy, strike and run. Search your deck for up to 3 basic Pokemon and put them onto your bench. Then shuffle your deck, and if you put any Pokemon on your bench, you may switch this with one of your bench.
So, bench 2 Pokemon you want, plus a Hoopa, run to Hoopa. Now it's immune.
Exactly. Switch it out to something you know you want knocked out. Switch it to something you know can take a hit. That kind of thing. This may have sped up Buzzwole a little bit, not by much.
It's gonna speed up a lot of decks. So.
But yeah, this
not only did it speed up Buzzwole, it sped up its competition, Necrozma.
Yeah, easily. And this card is definitely going to be a staple in a lot of stuff.
Where Vulpix is not necessary, Dunsparce will see play in our decks.
And then one colorless, sudden flash, 10 damage, flip a coin of heads, the active is now paralyzed. That's definitely not a bad setup.
And just to be fair, Dunsparce and Dragon decks would be nice. Set at the bench, leave in the active, they knock it out, you have access to Zinnia or Lance.
And oh-ho, what do we got here? We got Ho-Oh.
We got a Pokemon to play around with Alolan Executor.
Wait, what? Okay, so it's 130 HP basic, colorless, so you're not hitting anything for weakness.
Well, there must be something to do the attack of it.
There has to be.
It should have been a single energy attack.
Yeah, 3 colorless, Rainbow Burn, 30 damage, plus 30 more damage for each type of basic energy attached to this Pokemon.
Up to 300's nice, but it's hard to getting all the energy on there before it dies.
Well, right now you're doing a minimum of 90. As long as you're running
120. On 3 energy. So assuming they're all different.
So 3, 6, 9, 12. So if they're all different, that's at least 120.
Box, tack 1 in. Excellent.
Oh yeah, easily.
Because you just throw in all the extra energy you need from the deck onto Ho-Oh. It gets knocked out. Oh well, it put all the energy in the discard they were missing for Executor.
Which will just leave your opponent going, oh no. Alright, so
Slaking.
So next up is stop slacking around and let's look at slacking.
To be fair, I think it's the most underrated Pokemon in the video game.
Yes, it is.
And
now it's back to proper form. Let's see what we're in for.
Is a Rager.
No, why do you?
So lazy.
Now I know why you wanted to review the set. It's because of not only all the rage all the Pokemon's gonna do, but because of the rage you're giving me.
So the Slaking, as long as it's active, your opponent has no abilities. That's it.
So this is muck.
Except lazy. So 2 Slakings in the active, nobody's doing anything.
But this shuts down Garbotoxin. This shuts down.
If it beats Floatstone to the active, if it goes to the active before Floatstone plays, it shuts down Garb. If it beats Wobbuffet to the active, it shuts down Wobbuffet.
So this
Glaceon has no ability, so all your GX Pokemon are now active.
So this one has to be active first.
Yeah.
Okay.
But with 160 hit points, unless you're running Buzzwole, he's not going anywhere anytime soon.
That is true. So 160.
And to be fair, he's one-shotting a Buzzwole with a Choice Band, so...
That is true.
He slaps Buzzwole, it's like, go away.
Yep. So now, what does this attack actually do? It does, for 3 colorless, critical move, 160 damage. Discard an energy from this Pokemon. It can attack during your next turn.
Oh, there's the Truant.
There's the Truant. So it does 160 damage. You can attack during your next turn, and you discard an energy.
What about the benched one?
Exactly. You just keep swapping them out.
And they missed the knockout. Guess what? You're just setting up Rage. Or even Slake Off. Just heal all the damage.
Yep, 2 colorless, heal all damage from this Pokemon. It can't attack. This Pokemon can't attack during your next turn. So, in theory, you could just run a Celebi. No, you couldn't run a Celebi because you shut off that ability.
No, you don't shut off your own abilities. Just your opponent's. That's why it has to be active.
Your opponent's Pokemon have no ability. Okay, so all your abilities still work.
Yeah.
Okay.
So all your Zoroarks stay on because Glaceon can't shut them off. Unless your opponent's running Slaking too.
Then, of course, Vigoroth. Right there.
Rage. So, yes, Celebi will be played with this.
Of course it will.
20 plus 10 in. Possibly. If you put it within range.
You do know... Okay, you do realize there's more to the game than just Rage, Hustle Belt, and Celebi, right?
There was until they got rid of my Flail Magikarp. As this is coming out.
This is just retaliation for losing a Magikarp.
We're losing Magikarp. We're losing the Charmander. We're getting a lot of Rage and Flail.
So yeah, when this set comes out, don't be surprised if we're all just extremely angry. We'll feel like 90s Marvel characters. All right, so now that we've gone through all these shenanigans, and now I see why you wanted to review the set so much. Now we start going on to the all the trainers. The first one,
this is
Energy Recycle System.
It is coming back.
Yes, it is. All these are reprints from older stuff, from like Neo Genesis, Dragons, Ruby Sapphire.
So, Energy Recycle System, it's basically Rescue Stretcher for energy, basic energy.
Yep, you search your discard pile for basic energy cards. You may show 1 basic energy card to your opponent and put it into your hand, or show 3 basic energy and put them into your deck.
So when you think when you think Recycler's enough, it's not enough to cover what Recycler's doing, keep Recycler. If not, Sometimes the game has been decided by needing that one energy,
Exactly.
and you had to shuffle back to the deck instead and draw into it.
Yeah, and with retrieval not really being a thing.
Except with Zoroark's pretty much the only one that can actually try to get it sooner than anybody else.
Exactly.
Energy switch is staying.
Or even then, nowadays you can just trade a psychic energy.
Recycle, put it back on the field.
Recycle, put it back onto the field, and attack with a new attacker.
Yes.
Which, that actually might not be...
It's actually it's a lot better card than people are hyping, but they're sad there's Super Rod's rotating. I am sad Super Rod's rotating.
I am.
Being that we've had it for 10 years.
Roughly. But we did get Fisherman.
To be fair, we've had the effect for like 15, so...
Roughly.
Since Night of the Garbage Run.
Now I'm glad this is coming back. Energy switch. Move a basic energy from one of your Pokemon to another one of your Pokemon.
And it's not just multi-switch.
More than once, I've misplayed and put the energy on the wrong Pokemon. This is kind of that. Let's
you
fix
just need one more energy, and another Pokemon has it.
Yep.
You need to move it.
Exactly. So even if you load... Actually, you know what? You almost could B-string onto a baby, and then play this to move it onto whatever Pokemon you need to attack with.
Yes.
That's not bad.
Super Scoop Ups returning.
Yep. Super Scoop Ups returning.
We're keeping Rare Candy.
Which I like that art. Although I wonder what this plus energy is down here.
Probably something that came in the set.
Maybe. Rare Candy's coming back.
Oh, there was a damage energy at the time.
There was?
Yeah, there was an energy when you played it. It actually added more damage, or something. But it only did it during the turn you played it.
Nice. All right, so Life Herb Trainer.
It's a coin flip of Center Lady. Center Lady on a coin flip.
Yeah, flip a coin. If heads, choose one of your Pokemon, remove all special conditions and 6 damage counters. Yep.
So where Garb is playing a lot, don't play it. But except unless Garb's playing, it's nice.
Yeah, so that might see some play, mostly in budget, especially with Center Lady rotating.
But Center Lady rotating, it might move in as a single.
Yeah, easily.
If people have room for it.
All right.
Friend Ball.
So what do we got next?
Search your deck for a Pokemon that has the same type of one of your opponents in play.
Reveal it, put it into your hand.
The 4 most common types: Normal, Psychic, Dark, Fighting.
So Fighting decks just got big. Psychic decks just got support. Dark just got a little bit of support, and
so
Normal got support. Maybe
so
Water.
A lot of people running Rangaroo, a lot of people running Lele, a lot of people running Zoroark, and there's a lot of fighting decks.
So this pretty much helps you with the mirror matches, and
mirror matches, or you're playing like a Rangaroo, that you go search out your Rangaroo.
Yeah, this one's definitely going to be a little trickier though.
It would not have been possible without a card in this set that we'll reveal in a minute.
Yeah, so this one might be a very fringe play, a lot like Level Ball was, where it's only in stuff like Ariados.
Speaking of Level Ball.
Oh, is Level Ball making a comeback?
We don't know yet. I'm going to make a prediction about it.
All right, so next up we've got Pokedads. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck, choose a Pokemon card or an energy, reveal it, put it into your hand, put the remaining cards back on top of your deck in any order. That's not bad.
To be fair, I don't see it being seen much play outside of Mallow/Macargo decks.
Anything where you have to stack the deck in your favor.
Yes, and then you pull it with Pokenav.
Oh yeah, easily. So Switch is coming back.
Lure Ball.
Lure Ball. Flip 3 coins for each head. Choose an evolution from your discard. Reveal it. Put it into your hand. So it's Timer Ball from discard.
You know, sometimes that could actually been really nice instead of sometimes you needed 2 to 3 evolutions when you only pick 1 with Rescue Stretcher.
Yep.
We'll test it out, see if it works.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Underground Expedition's coming back.
So I think Fossil just got a huge boost. Look at the 4 cards from the bottom of your deck. Choose any 2 there and put them into your hand. Put the remaining cards back on the bottom of your deck in any order.
You know what this means? You're not just limited to Looker as the bottom of the deck.
No.
You have up to 8 Lookers.
Yeah, easily. That's actually going to be a pretty good staple, especially in Rangaroo decks. The question is, what can be the new Shocker one? Oh wait, no. The Evo Shock. Is the Evo Shock still going to be standard?
Evo Shock is standard. We're losing Nuzzle.
Okay.
Until we know the set of the new. There's a hype of a new Pikachu with Nuzzle. We just know what set it's in. It's not in this one, so it's probably in one of the new ones.
Maybe. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on this.
TV reporter.
TV reporter's coming back. Yes.
There were a lot of people on here that were speculating where this is probably going to be seen play. It's probably limited to Bennett because you want to throw stuff in the discard.
Yeah,
the extra supporters, the extra.
Yeah, well, even then, draw 3 cards and discard a card from your hand.
And no, Zork isn't always the answer. Yes, it's an answer.
But even then, a card from your hand. It doesn't say discard a card, then draw 3.
So you play this, you add basically 2 supporters to the discard.
You could, essentially, yeah. Because you play a supporter.
Gain 3 cards from it.
Yep, so you play a supporter, you discard any random card, which could be a supporter. You now got 2 supportors in the discard. Bayonet just got stronger.
Is now hitting for 50 instead of 30?
Pair this in Malamar decks. You draw your 3, throw a Psychic Energy in, but
throw it back on the field. You didn't waste anything.
Yeah, so TV Reporter has a lot of potential. It's just a lot of people aren't seeing it yet. This might be a one of in a lot of decks, and 2 or 3 in anything that requires discard or just faster draw. Yes.
And let's do Bill's Maintenance real quick because we'll come back to that one.
Next up, we have Apricot Maker.
So, Apricot Maker. I'm going to make a prediction.
Okay.
Who was the inventor of Level Ball and Heavy Ball?
Kurt.
The Apricot Maker.
The Apricot Maker.
I predict that in one of the next sets, we'll end up with a Level Ball and a Heavy Ball. Because we have the creator in front of us.
You think all the balls are coming back?
I hope so. Level Ball could actually be useful right now.
You think he's an AC/DC fan?
He has all the balls.
Yep, he has all the balls.
He's an expert on balls.
And he's got the biggest balls of them all. All right, so...
Poor Sunkern.
So, Apricot Maker.
Look at the word Sunkern.
All right, so Apricot Maker. Search your deck for up to 2 item cards with ball in their names.
I'm gonna
show them to your opponent, put them into your hand.
Emphasis on item. 2 item cards
with ball in their names.
And since we have no, I mean, it does say quote ball. We don't have any Bloomberry, so it don't work.
Nope.
And the other cards that have ball in their name aren't items.
No, they're not. So.
Item card. So Ultra Ball.
So as of
Ball.
So as of right now, with what we have access to Pokeball, Great Ball, Ultra Ball, Lure Ball, Timer Ball, Friend Ball.
For the
like, what all is this grabbing? This is grabbing Pokeball. This is grabbing Great Ball, Heavy Ball, or Ultra.
Heavy Ball, while it exists, Level Ball and Expanded.
Yeah, and then Lure Ball and Friend Ball just with this set. Dusk Ball is rotated.
A long time ago.
Premier Ball, I want Premier Ball cut back so bad. I hope that comes back. But yeah, so either A, we got half of...
Yeah, it wasn't... Oh no, that was Quick Ball, that was right.
But yeah, something tells me. Quick Ball, Premier Ball, Lure Ball, Timer Ball.
We have Quick Ball now. It's called Great Ball.
So all the other balls are going to come back. Let's play a new game. How many times did we say ball just talking about him?
So yeah, I predict the return of Level Ball and Heavy Ball.
Yeah, and the Apricot Maker.
Because of the Apricot Maker.
The Apricot Maker, you can definitely say he's balling.
Yes.
So next up, we have Bill's Maintenance.
Yeah. Yes, you could run How, but sometimes you have that pesky card in your hand you don't want to get rid of, but you can't play it.
Exactly.
Throw it back in the deck. Go throw that Energy Recycler back to the deck so you can use it later.
Yep, so...
And then you get draw 3 cards.
So let's see. If you have any cards in your hand, shuffle 1 of them into your deck, then draw 3. Yeah. So this is pretty much maintenance for 1 more.
So people are speculating that...
Wait, no.
This is...
maintenance was 2 for 1, right? Shuffle in 2 to draw 1?
Something like that. That maintenance card, yeah.
And then just put in 1 to draw 3. Yeah, this is definitely going to be at least a 2.
I'm like, people are like, how's better? I'm like, there have been times when you didn't want to have to sycamore certain cards in your hand,
Yeah.
But you can use build maintenance to get rid of a couple one extra card, like your rescue stretcher, your recyclers. You don't
your
want to
late game attacker.
Yeah. Put him back in the deck.
Exactly.
And then draw 3 cards.
And then Copycat. She's coming back.
She's back.
She's back.
And just in time, too.
And just in time, too.
I think it's... And then Rainbow Energy's coming back.
And then Rainbow Energy's coming back. So let's break down Copycat. You shuffle your hand to your deck, then draw a number of cards equal to the amount of cards in your opponent's hand. So this is pretty much Wick, but a little bit better.
Yes. So you don't force your opponent to have a new hand. You get yourself a new hand with 6, 7, 10. How many cards?
However many cards they have in hand. So this will be a staple in a lot of decks now.
Especially Shift Tree.
Especially Shift Tree. And then
Shift Tree will be running probably a 4-4 Judge Copycat.
And then
just FYI.
Yep. And then Rainbow Energy is definitely coming back. And so this set is definitely going to be fun. It's got a lot of fun cards. It's especially for you. The amount of
Rage on.
I'm still taking away your hustle belts and your Celebies.
Well, you have 2 of them. I still have the other 2.
You know what? No, I'm Pokedad. I'm grounding you.
You can't ground me.
You're grounded.
I'm the creator.
You're not going to run any rage decks under my roof.
Well, I'll do it on my roof. How about that?
But either way, that was a breakdown of the Champions Road portion of Celestial Storm. Oh, the amount of just stupid shenanigans that are in this set.
You don't know me. You can't control me.
But yeah, this set is just... This set adds the level of dumb that is perfect for some people like us. I mean, this part just
see,
screams
he's flabbergasted. He hasn't even started yet.
No, I haven't. I mean, but especially you need anger management because of all the rage you plan on doing. Because let's see, what all has access to rage?
Well, that has access to flail.
This has access to flail.
Onyx has access to rage. There's rage right there. Next card.
Rage here.
And then Scizor kind of has rage as an ability. Scizor?
Yeah.
Scizor has rage as an ability, so...
Rage there, I mean...
Not to mention the stuff in Dragonstorm, the stuff that's coming out in Celestial Storm.
Okay, you just need to get your rage under control, okay? I don't want you raging all over when you come back here with this that comes out.
But flail.
That was Champions Road. There's a lot of fun stuff in the deck. There's a lot of fun stuff in the set that's just going to lead to a lot of fun, lot of decks that are going to cause a lot of shenanigans.
A lot of rage, a lot of flail, a lot of milling. And
you're definitely going to see him on the channel. So please let us know what cards from this set have got you really hyped. Let us know down in the comments, and while you're down in the comments, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Become a Potown hero yourself. Hit us up on PTCGO. We are Po_Town_Heroes. And be sure to hit us up on Facebook, facebook.com/PoTownHeroes. As always, may your games go well, and may the top deck be in your favor. And on that note, we're going to take our travel and go down the Champions Road. Till next time.